There's a pretty big Tesla stock investor who I think is about to trim the position in Tesla stock. I'm going to put in a thumbnail that this was recorded live because I'm going to do no editing for this video. I will just hit pause if I need to pause or change the window or my browser. And I will do more exclusive videos like this for the Clips channel. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, if you do not want to miss these exclusive videos. So ARK Invest, I think, is actually going to soon sell some Tesla stock. I think it's very likely, especially if Tesla stock goes up a little bit more from here. Currently, ARK Invest in the main fund has Tesla stock. The position is at 11.4%. And generally speaking, they like to keep their positions under 10% or just a little bit tiny above 10%. Although technically, if I'm not mistaken, I think they can hold up to 25% of one position, very technically speaking. But usually they don't do that. So I would expect ARK Invest to trim their position a little bit. And in the Elder Fund, probably it's well over 10%. So even if Tesla stock does not go down from here, if it's just stable, I would expect ARK Invest to sell some of its Tesla stock in ARKQ fund. Okay, so I'm looking at ARK Invest's ARKQ fund, and right now their Tesla stock position is at 11.1. I can't really quite see it. A little bit over 11%, 11.13. But generally speaking, ARK Invest it's not as strict with this other fund. It's, however, fairly strict with the main fund. This fund does not have as much money as the other one under management. The main fund, ARKK, has almost 7 billion, whereas the Elder Fund only has $862 million under management. But I think in this case, it might be also possible that even if the stock goes up a little bit more from here, that Cathie Wood wouldn't just sell Tesla stock in her main fund. Because think about it. They are about to increase their new price target for Tesla stock. Last year, they released it in April, so this year they are sort of a bit late compared to the previous year. So any day I'm expecting ARK Invest to release their new Tesla stock price target. And we know from what Cathie Wood said on TV multiple times in the last 45 days, the price target is going to be higher than the previous time because it's 1 year out. So last year it was 5 years out, now 1 year passed. So it's going to be still a 5-year price target, but it's going to be more than $2,000 is what we heard from Cathie Wood. So it would look quite weird to sell Tesla stock while you are increasing your Tesla stock price target. So there's that caveat to consider, certainly. Maybe she is not going to sell Tesla stock, but I think the chance is pretty high that she actually will if the stock goes up. I would consider that pretty much a certainty. If the stock goes up, she will sell some. But Cathie Wood is a big believer in FSD, and there's this rumor going around. It doesn't seem certain. I'm still looking into it. I'm going to report on it tomorrow in the episode. But I see people saying that there's going to be no nag in 12.4. That's, of course, that would be a huge deal. And this is all coming from Dirty Tesla posting this. I went up to 10 minutes without nag on FSD 12.3.6. Is it a fluke or is it by design? I had multiple 5 to 6 minute stretches of no nag. And Omar says, the nag has no reason to exist anymore. Kill it. To which Elon Musk replied with, fixed in 12.4. But I'm not sure if I don't think he necessarily means that he will take the nag out of Tesla vehicles. I think what he's likely referring to is this absence of nagging. he will probably make sure that the nag is there, because if it's not there, it's not compliant with NHTSA. So I think it's important for Tesla to add the nag back just to be compliant with NHTSA. But many people are saying that he's replying directly to Omar and not to Dirty Tesla here. So it's really confusing right now. I expect Elon Musk to clarify what he means. I don't think he clarified his position here yet. So by tomorrow, we should know exactly what he means, because I am pretty sure some regulators, and look, this post actually is getting a lot more views than normal. So if Elon Musk does not address it, a regulator is probably going to be asking Tesla lots of questions. What do you mean fixed? Did you take the nag out? What's going on? This is not acceptable. We need to open another investigation. So I don't think Tesla is taking the nag away. I don't think so, but we'll see what's going on. Maybe Elon Musk talked to NHTSA directly somehow, and they have some sort of data to suggest that having no nag is actually safer, because it is quite annoying. I feel like the nag is actually distracting me from driving. It's not helping. Now, if you are not looking at the road and if you're not paying attention, okay, I understand that. There needs to be an alert. Put your attention back on the road. I get that. I'm all for that. But if I'm paying attention, I'm looking at the road like this. I'm looking at the road. I'm driving. And then there is an alert that I can see. It's blue and it flashes sort of on the screen. And I look at it because I'm like, oh, okay, I need to either turn the steering wheel, or what I personally do is I just turn up the music volume up or down. And then I don't need to steer the steering wheel, because if I steer it, often I would disengage FSD by accident because it's very sensitive. But it distracts me. I'm looking at the road, and then I look at the screen, which means I'm not looking at the road. So it's, for me personally, it's definitely, the nag it makes me less safe because I already pay attention to the road. But of course, some people don't pay attention to the road when driving on FSD, or not as much as they should. So in that case, the nag helps. But definitely not in my case. Yeah, I'm looking at Elon's regular posts. Usually they get something like 40,000 views. But this one, I mean replies specifically. But this one already got 150,000, so many people are retweeting this. Yeah. I definitely expect Elon to clarify what he meant by this one. That's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe to this Clips channel if you don't want to miss some exclusive videos. I will make it super obvious that these videos are exclusive. You're going to see in the thumbnail, recorded live, just like what you saw before clicking on this video. So that way you'll never mistake a clip that was already that was taken from the daily news video with an exclusive video like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.